Hello there. In this topic, we're going to talk about what is an information design tool and what is its major role. Now, in the last topic, we saw the different SAP Business Objects tools. So these are the tools here. And what happens generally in an enterprise is when we want to build reports, the data generally comes from different sources. So it could come from your ERP if it's from a different database, or it could come from another OLTP if it's in a different database. It could come from an analytical database like HANA, or if in the case this is your actual OLTP, then that's also fine. It could come from BW, or it could come from other sources. So the IDT, Information Design Tool, it offers the functionalities to combine the different data sources and to build one single semantic layer which you can build security on top of and which you can provision to different SAP object tools. So the semantic layer is what we call as the universe layer, and IDT is the tool which allows you to create the semantic layer. In other words, it allows you to create the universe and work on the objects. In the universe layer, what happens is we federate into all these different sources and you only pull out the metadata. So it's something like the virtual data provider or the smart data access, which we've been discussing on the HANA situation. It's quite similar to that, but here the perspective is much larger. A couple of more things about the universe is it's a collection of metadata objects that enable the business users to analyze and report on corporate data in a non-technical language. So you can operate on the columns and data types and joins and things like that in a non-technical friendly way. So these objects could include dimensions, measures, calculated attributes, hierarchies, queries, and things like that. So you could enhance your models from the underlying objects and you could combine them with different sources and make it a multi-source universe, and then you can add more logic to it in terms of calculated columns, hierarchies, and filters, and you can then provision that to the reporting layer. So the universe is the metadata object layer. The metadata object layer is actually called the business layer. So using IDT, you can build a business layer on a relational connection or a relational type, or you can also build universes of an OLAP type. Now you have different drivers like SQL to build and connect to data sources which operate on SQL, for example, a database, and also HANA. And you can also build OLAP kind of universes where you're talking to the application layer. In that case, you will be using MDX, and in some cases, BIX.